Hey, what's up everyone? This is Basil, the White Dragon Masters, here on the White Dragon Show, and we have a very interesting guest here, Mr. Gregory Hatanaka. First of all, guys, I'm standing outside the La Femme NoHo Theater, all right, in the North Hollywood, and we have a very, very interesting cult classic movie series. You guys must have remembered a film that came out 25 years ago, which was known, considered a cult classic, which was the Samurai Cop. And 25 years later, we have another sequel, Samurai Cop 2. Ironically, I happen to meet a lot of the cast, such as Matthew Caritas, Mel Novak, which happens to be a really good friend of mine and a great actor, Laureen Landon, another good friend of mine. These were just some of the, some of the cast members, but there's much more great people in there, like Joseph Estevez and all these other guys. But let me introduce you here to the producer himself, Mr. Gregory Hatanaka. Mr. Hatanaka, thank you so much for being on my show today.
Thanks for coming to see the film.
Oh, thank you. I first of all, let me say, when I saw this was probably, I think it's going to go down as one of the cult classics, in my opinion. It's funny, and some of the gore in there with the humor is fantastic. What gave you that idea? It's very Tarantino-ish, but where does it come from?
Well, we knew that in order to modernize the movie after 25 years and stay in the franchise,
right,
and to bridge the audience from the 90s into the 2000s and 2010s, now you had to go so far out. There's a big gamer crowd for this movie.
Right.
There's a big cult crowd. And so I think that the film had to be sort of outlandish at some point,
Right.
Not self-consciously outlandish, but sort of, it had to be like this sort of big graphic novel kind of movie in the end.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what was so special about? What did you find? What is the biggest difference between the 25-year movie that we've done, besides the graphics and the change? What did you find? What made you what stimulated the whole idea of doing this again after 25 years?
Well, I worked on I didn't work on the first one, but I distributed the first film. And the whole passion of bringing Amir Shervan's work to the screen and keeping his legacy intact and moving forward was a big passion for me.
Wow.
I'm very much obsessed with his work, and especially the first Samurai Cop, and getting it out there. And I felt that if I made this movie, it would in turn bring more attention to the first movie.
Interesting. Yeah. Make me want to go see it.
And I hope that a lot of people discover the first movie.
Right.
If they see this, I hope so.
Right. Well, I'll definitely check the first one out.
See, yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Now, there's rumors that you're doing part 3. Is that a rumor, or is that happening? Samurai Cop 3, guys.
We have a lot of support, shall we say, from people who want to see where we're going with this. So that's all I can say.
Awesome.
But we hope enough word gets out there so that it can become a real reality.
Okay. Well, I'd love to see that in fruition. Maybe, hopefully, you can have the White Dragon in part 3. Who knows? Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, all right, guys. This is Gregory Hatanaka from Samurai Cop 2. All right. Hands up, ready. 1, 2, 3. Basil, the White Dragon Masters, and throw jab. Out, bam. Oh my God! I dropped my glasses. Thank you.
Okay.